Hello everyone, we're joined by Max Brill, 2014 Sabot National Champion, and we're going to ask him a few questions to get some insight into how he prepares to sail any kind of regatta and how he prepares a Sabot as well. So Max, if you could start us off by kind of introducing yourself and letting us know a little bit about your sailing and your background, that'd be great.
So I started sailing Sabots when I was 10 years old. I started out in a club Sabot, Mission Bay Yacht Club. And I sailed Sabots straight for 3 years without any other boats. I do not come from a sailing family, so it was tough getting dialed in the Sabot world. I spent a little while not knowing what was going on, but I was very enthusiastic, and eventually it all came together, and I did my first regatta or two in C3s in a club Sabot, and then to move on and get my own Sabot in C2 or C1.
Great. Can you tell us a little bit about how you prepared for these Sabot Nationals in 2014? We know you won them back in 2012 as well, but did you do anything different from 2012 to 2014?
Not much. I was doing a lot of other boats, a lot of 420s and 29ers, so it was difficult to get to do a lot of Sabots, but I was able to do the North Series,
Max, can you tell us how you prepared for the 2014 Sabot Nationals?
So before the Nationals, I'd been sailing a lot of 29ers and Club 420s, and it made it difficult to do a lot of Sabot sailing over the summer, before the event at least, but I was able to do the 2013-2014 North Series and the Dutch Shoe as well. And then I took out my boat just one day in the summer before the event.
So is there anything that you do to set up your Sabot that's different than anybody else, or can you just run through how you set your boat up?
I think I set my boat up pretty standardly. I have a mast rake. I never switch. I always keep that the same. And then my lee board, I will change that sometimes, but not often on the water, when the wind picks up or drops. And then I'll rake it a little back if it's windier, and then forward if it's lighter, and then in the middle if it's more like 8 or 9, like the more average wind.
Great. How do you set up the T5 sail that you're using?
So the T5 is a little bit flatter, so it's really nice when you are adjusting like out haul, say, because it's just the T5 is less I guess touchy. If to precision, you can have the out haul a little looser, which is nice because then you can get the return. And so I was leaving the out haul a little bit looser in breeze, so that partly because I weigh a little more, so I can get that extra power. And then Cunningham I was pulling on just so you can get the wrinkles out if there's wind. If there's no wind, I don't have that on at all. And then Vang, upwind, I'm not doing much Vang sheeting other than when it's really windy and I need to ease in a puff. And then I have Vang for downwind. And then I'll ease my Cunningham and ease that hull a little bit downwind.
And you're using a Stern Traveler, correct?
I am, yes.
Okay, great. So you've talked a little bit about different boats that you've been sailing. Is there some sort of a ritual that you kind of carry across to all the classes to do well? I know you've done well in other classes as well, and won the Sabot Nationals twice, so there's got to be something there that you're doing that you kind of repeat. So could you let us know a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's pretty important before the regatta not to get like a sugar crash or anything. Don't eat too much sugar. Figure out what the wind will be doing, if there's going to be any current. Yeah.
So is there anything that you do just like right before the race, before every race? What's kind of your routine, before the 5-minute gun or any time before the start that you can let us know?
It's important to know where the wind's coming from. If there's a flag where the wind's coming from, it's nice to be able to look at the course and see if any changes are coming. Usually at like 2 minutes or so, I'll look up the course, see what's going on, and then figure out which end of the line is favored, get a good start, and do well from there.
Great. So for kids who want to try to win the Sabot Nationals, what do you suggest they do?
Just keep having fun, keep sailing, do as many regattas as you can, and yeah.
Great. Thanks very much, Max, and thanks for using the T5 North sails.
Thank you. Great sail.